Today I'm going to show you a wonderful way to make a special gift for somebody that's completely unique, and children can make it too if you want something to give to friends or grandparents. Here's a lovely little white Christmas themed pot to make, little miniature Christmas tree. Pop that in the back. A lovely white cyclamen. And then this is quite nice because it's got a variegated foliage and picks up on the lightness of the arrangement. So when you're putting your ivy in, if you put it so it's got nice flowing over the sides, when you put your cyclamen in, again, if you've got, there's often quite a lot of leaves, so you can allow the leaves to go over the sides nicely, while the conifer at the back stands quite nicely. You want to kind of have a 1, 2, 3 shape if you can. Here's another one, it's slightly bigger. It doesn't really matter what size they are, and also you can have them indoors or outdoors, it doesn't really matter. But if they are indoors, you won't want it to be too warm. Now I'm going to make a little red one. So again, I've got a little Christmas tree, a miniature conifer. This time I've got a Skimmia with its lovely red berries, a red primrose, and a red cyclamen. So they should all look really nice, because I've got more because it's a slightly bigger basket. You can do it in any shape. I like to have a back and a front, if I'm honest, but sometimes these are quite nice if you have something tall in the middle. Because I'm going back and front, I'm going to use both my evergreen shrub and conifer at the back. And this primrose has got lovely leaves facing that way, lovely lush juicy leaves, so I'm going to put them just over the edge of the basket. And again, the same with the cyclamen. Find the side that's got the leaves facing out. Got a bit of a gap. Don't worry, because we're going to fill gaps, so don't panic about that, because we're going to use the Christmassy tricks to make sure that one works. So this last basket is to prove that you don't necessarily have to have red and white for it still to look Christmassy. There are lots of other little evergreen shrubs that you can use in this basket. Here we are again, putting a little pink cyclamen in. It's quite nice sometimes just to have something a little bit different at Christmas. You can sometimes get a bit obsessed with the colour scheme, and I'm going to show you a magic trick soon. And last but not least, the ivy that just gives it a nice kind of little bit of shape around the edges. So this is the fun bit, and this, especially if you've got children, there's just forget taste, let's just go for putting everything on that we can. I always keep a little basket full of all different knick-knack paddywhacks from Christmas. I think everybody does, really. I like to think so anyway. So I've got some baubles, I've got some pretty ribbon. So I've got a gap here at the back. So I'm literally just gonna do a little bit of wiring to make a little prong, and just pop that little fir cone in that gap just to fill that nicely, and put a little present next to it under the Christmas tree. There we are. And then at the front, I feel like we need something quite nice. Perhaps a nice little bow. Twizzle my wires round. To create a nice bow like that. And pop it in the front. Have the bow out on the outside. So now that you've put those things in, there isn't necessarily a front or a back. You can view it from wherever you like. And I think that's a really lovely little table centre or gift basket. The next one, this is the one that we're using pink. So if you can't find red things, often have other options to still make it look Christmassy. So I've got a little reindeer here, which I think is rather lovely. There's a little bit of a gap here in the back. And because it's a bit larger, I'm thinking I might even go with some glitzy baubles. So on this one, I'm just going to put a bow on the handle, just to make it feel Christmassy. Put a nice gold bow to go with your pink flowers. So on this one, I think I'm going to do, this is when you can go to town if you want. You could even put decorations on the little tree, but I'm going to put a Father Christmas in here, and he's delivering some red Christmas presents. And I'm going to use another 2 fir cones with this one, I think. And then of course, I think we need a bit more bling. A bit more bling on this one has to be the baubles. Obviously you can reuse all these decorations again next year and do it all over again. But all these plants can go out in your garden too. So there's no wastage at all. So I hope you have fun making your Christmas basket.